The rise of Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. This is the man who's been spoken about, right? Has been spoken about in the mainstream media, social media, newspaper. You can mention it. But who's Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi? So in this video, we are going a bit deeper to understand who's Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi and what is it has informed his rise to prominence and why is his name in everyone's lips. Everyone, of course, who cares about what's going on in this country. They've been talking about Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. So, but we need to go behind the scene to understand who's the man. Who's this man, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi? So I'm talking about his rise to prominence. Greetings, guys. Welcome to the platform. My name is Devos Kosana. The name of the platform is Izwi Labansundu, the voice for Africans. Okay, so the meteoric rise, right, and the fall that happened in 2011. Okay, stay tuned to understand what I'm talking about. Say about the fall that happened in 2011. Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi first rose to national prominence in 2011 when he was appointed as the acting National Police Commissioner by then President Jacob Gedleyihlekisa Zuma back in 2011. Okay, the reputation of a straight shooter, right? Before this, he was known for his command of the Elite Special Task Force, the STF, okay? A highly respected unit within the South African Police Service, the SAPS. He was seen as a career cop, a man of action who was not aligned with any political faction. The political context. His appointment came at a time when the South African Police Services, the SAPS, was in disarray following the suspension of the then National Commissioner, Bheki Cele. You remember that Bheki Cele was suspended after the then Public Protector, Advocate Thuli Madonsela, had found against Bheki Cele for his involvement in a lease of a building. Okay? So his appointment, that is Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, came at a time when the SAPS was in disarray. Following the suspension of the then National Commissioner, Bheki Cele, Mkhwanazi was seen as a safe, apolitical choice to stabilize the police service. Then came the demotion. How did that demotion come about? What informed that demotion that unfolded during the leadership of President Jacob Zuma? His tenure, that is Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, as acting National Police Commissioner, was short-lived. In the year 2012, when a permanent National Commissioner was appointed, that is Riah Phiyega, right? Remember that lady, Riah Phiyega? In 2012, when a permanent National Commissioner was appointed, Mkhwanazi was demoted from his position. This demotion was widely seen as politically motivated. It was alleged that he was removed because he was not willing to bend to the will of a certain political figures and was a threat to the patronage networks that were beginning to take root in the South African police services. This incident established his reputation as a man who was willing to defy political authority. I think this is what people talk about when they say all of a sudden Mkhonto we Sizwe has become Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi's number one fans. But do they know that actually the man who removed Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi from that position of acting police commissioner was the then state president Jacob Zuma, who's currently a leader of the Mkhonto we Sizwe party? Those are the contradictions that we find in our political sphere. The rebirth and return to prominence. After his demotion, Mkhwanazi's career was sent into a holding pattern. He served in various administrative roles, but was largely out of the national spotlight. So the untold story of his rise is not a single event, but the culmination of a decade of being sidelined, which created a deep-seated distrust of political interference. So his reinstatement in KwaZulu-Natal, as you know, is currently the police commissioner. His return to a high-profile command role came in 2019 when he was appointed as the KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Police Commissioner. This appointment was a signal that a new administration was attempting to bring back experienced and seemingly impartial leaders to key positions. The Hands Off Mkhwanazi campaign, because you know there's currently a campaign that's saying Hands Off Lieutenant General Tata Mkhwanazi. Of course, after the revelation that he made on the 6th of July in that press briefing. Remember that Sunday? It's one of the Sundays that will go down in history as a historic day in South Africa's history. Even during his time in KwaZulu-Natal, Mkhwanazi faced internal challenges and was the subject of malicious allegations peddled on social media, accusing him of misconduct. However, the KwaZulu-Natal police leadership and the public rallied around him, creating a Hands Off Mkhwanazi campaign that defended him as an incorruptible office. This was a direct pushback against what they perceived as a sustained effort by politically connected individuals to undermine him. So what has been his career-defining public confrontation? The most significant and defining moment of Mkhwanazi's rise came in July 2025, on the 6th of July, on a Sunday, during a now famous press briefing. This is where the untold story became a matter of public record. The explosive allegations. In a dramatic press conference, dressed in his special task force fatigues, Mkhwanazi made explosive allegations that a criminal syndicate had infiltrated the police, the judiciary, and even the national executive. In that press briefing, he directly accused Police Minister Senzo Mchunu of being involved in the dismantling of the political killing task team in KwaZulu-Natal to protect a criminal network linked to an alleged murder plot. The reason for going public, Mkhwanazi justified his public statement by saying he had lost trust in the internal channels of communication, right? Of communication, and that his life and the lives of those on the task team were in danger. He stated that he would not be silenced and will die for his badge. This cemented his image as a whistleblower and a national hero to many South Africans. The political fallout which followed after that. His allegations led to a national crisis. President Cyril Ramaphosa had to suspend the police minister Senzo Mchunu and established a judicial commission of inquiry led by acting Deputy Chief Justice Mbuyiseni Madlanga, which is now known as the Madlanga Commission, which is supposed to start its work on the 1st of August. We're still waiting for the first date as to when this commission will commence its work. Okay? To investigate the claims. This was a clear indication that Mkhwanazi's allegations had shaken the country and deserved serious attention. Okay? So, the untold story from Mkhwanazi, as I've said, is not a simple linear career path. It is a complex narrative of a dedicated law enforcement official who has repeatedly been at the center of political storms. From straight shooter to political enemy, his career shows a pattern of him being appointed when an administration needs a credible leader to restore order, only to be sidelined when he proves to be too independent. The whistleblower label. His ultimate rise to national prominence is not from a promotion, but from his decision to publicly expose the alleged rot within the very institutions he serves. He became a national figure precisely because he chose to break the code of silence that has for years protected corrupt networks within the South African police services. Okay? So this is the rise of Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please guys remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and remember to join to become a pay member to the platform. Thank you very much.